My name is DeLoné Osby, and I am a Moon Unit, Space Babe, and artist. Art played a huge role in my youth growing up. Even now, I use it as a form of meditation, and I didn't realize as a kid I was doing that. I would just draw all this hair, and it started with the hair. I love drawing hair, I love drawing lines. But the art form of anime is really what led me to actually drawing figures and getting into that, and I found a whole new way to kind of escape. One of my friends, she was like, have you ever heard of Frida Kahlo? And I'm like, no. Frida actually used her work to fuel some of the pain that she'd gone through and the trauma that she'd gone through. And she's like, I really think that you would enjoy painting if you tried it. She literally bought me a canvas and some paintbrushes and some paint, and that was the first time I ever painted. My creation process is not necessarily the norm. I have my sketchbook sitting by my bed, so if I wake up at 4 a.m. and they're like, hey, we got a message for you, girl. It's like, wake up, come on, I gotta show you. I can just lean over and sketch something out real fast, and then the next morning, okay, I'm doing this series. I feel like a lot of my emotions translate into my pieces, which is why I'm very cautious about what intent and emotions I put in before I work on a piece. Meditate, let me get the point across. If I am angry about something, I try to portray that, but I try not to put that emotion into the piece. I call myself, if anything, a multi-medium artist. I don't just do acrylic. I don't just do watercolor. Right now, though, obviously, I'm obsessed with pyrography. I love the action of burning into the wood. How meditative it is to sit there and just watch it kind of scold and turn black under the pen.
So we've been dancing around it a little bit, but let's talk about why art.
I guess if I had a reason for creating the art that I did, it would definitely be a form of escape. A lot of the abuse that I dealt with my ex-stepfather, it was physical abuse, it was emotional abuse, it was sexual abuse. I lost a lot of my innocence, and that was a way for me to escape. And then later on in life, when I had my miscarriage and I lost my daughter, it was a way to heal. And then I just kept using it, anytime it was sad, that was a way to make me feel better, a way to find an outlet, sorry. Statistically, I should be dead. I should be on drugs. I should be in an abusive relationship, which that ended up happening, but I'm out and I'm good. Statistically, I should not be here. Art literally kept me alive. I didn't really start showing my art until a couple of years ago when I first moved to Austin. Another artist I knew was like, oh my God, your stuff is really, really good. Why aren't you showing it? I was working in property management at the time, and my residents, I worked off of 6th Street. My residents were like, hey, a lot of us are artists and we couldn't be in the East Side studio tour. Let's do an impromptu event here. So I had a bunch of blank hallways, and I had a bunch of artists come out and do live painting and all that stuff and put together this great event. And he was like, you need to show your art. You need to put this up. It's actually really good. And that was my first time really showing my stuff off and hearing how people connected with it and what they felt. I was like, oh, other people need to hear this. Other people need to see this and know that there are other outlets. It doesn't have to be drugs or sex or, you know, just like hurting yourself or hurting others around you. Like, there's another way to like make yourself feel better and heal from some of the traumas you've been through. Thank you so much for watching this episode with me. I really enjoyed telling my story. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing it. You can find me on Instagram at pain_t.by.delaney or on my website www.paintbydelaney.com. And I don't know what to say. And thank you again.